Nobody come for me actually with what I'm about to do. If I talk shit, nobody should please come for me, please. Sorry, I have to do it again. Just
Get poppin'. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber and if you're new here, what's up? Hey, thank you for clicking on this video. Today I've got with me my friend Diamond.
Hi guys.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Diamond Ikebudu. I'm also on this YouTube platform, so if you like my face, please go and subscribe.
Yes, guys, I will put the link to her channel in the description box. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, check out her content. Trust me, you are in for a good time.
Why so sweet?
But did I lie though?
No.
Okay, so today, this is a day that the Lord has made,
Period.
okay? We're going to be talking about dating, the dating scene here in this...
In this ghetto, please, me, I'll say it. Ghetto, Zanga. Honestly. Okay.
And we're also going to be doing like a get ready with me type of situation. So yeah, that's what we're going to be discussing. If you guys are interested in that kind of content, if you're trying to find out the tea, what's popping in the streets, then yeah, keep watching this video.
Nobody come for my makeup routine, I beg. Honestly and truly, because
Samesies, child, samesies.
Ubi should not talk. Ubi is a product junkie. Like,
listen, Ubi is also a makeup artist here in Dublin, so if you're looking for a makeup artist in central Dublin, hit me up. Okay, Ubi on the Beat is back. So that's it. Okay, go ahead and say what you wanted to say. So no one should come for your makeup.
please don't come for my makeup. Like,
Okay.
I don't even need it. I'm already beautiful, but you know.
Period.
Girls gotta do what girls gotta do.
Let's start with relationship status. What is your relationship status? Diamond, Ikebudu.
Right now, honestly, like I was gonna say right now, I don't think I'm not in a situationship. I'm not in any of that. I am speaking to people. I'm currently dating, but honestly, if I don't have a ring on my finger, like I'm very much single. And you?
Me, perpetually single. I always joke and tell people that I'm gonna be a spinster.
Why would you say
And
that?
like, nobody ever believes me.
Girl, don't say that.
Because I'm always single. I'm literally always single. I think it's because I'm picky, but also there isn't much to pick from.
Right.
So it's like, well, obviously I'm gonna be single. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, have you been in many relationships? Like, can you?
I've never been in a relationship.
No, you actually never knew that. Are you being serious?
I've never been in a relationship.
No.
If anyone says they dated me,
They lying. They are lying. That's crazy. Wait, what did you do in high school, university? But you've been in situationships, like it's not defined, but
no,
you guys
I'm kidding.
are.
I have been in a relationship.
I hate this girl. You be lying. Okay. And what was your first relationship?
My first was, I think, like in matric.
What's matric?
Oh, grade 12.
Okay.
Last grade of high school.
Okay.
He was really cool. Mixed race guy.
Ooh.
He was quite fit at the time. I think he's still quite fit now.
Oh. Do y'all follow each other on Instagram?
No, not on Instagram, but we have each other on Facebook.
Facebook.
But we don't speak. I mean, I didn't have no reason to be speaking.
Right. But did
That
it
was
end on like bad terms?
No.
Okay.
We're cool. We're chill.
Okay.
Didn't end on bad terms. Like, I moved cities. He was still there in Durban. He was speaking to some other girl. And
Was he
apparently
speaking to you?
Hey?
Was he speaking to you?
While we were dating.
Eh?
He started speaking to another girl.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but like we were chill, like it was whatever. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same girl he has a kid with now.
No,
That
stop
could be wrong.
it. Stop
I could
it.
be wrong. It might have been somebody else. but I'm mixing up. But I think it's the same girl. I don't know.
That's actually crazy. But would you consider that like for me, if I dated anyone in secondary school, which I did not, like, I'm sorry, that doesn't count. I'm not going to consider you as a boyfriend. So
I don't.
For you,
I just don't. I've been single for so long that all my past relationships don't even count. So,
honestly, it's like that.
That's why I'm like, I've never dated anyone, because what's the point? It's just it's so far back that it's like, what's the point?
But when you say far back, like, what's far back? Like, when was
the last time I was in a relationship? Was 2018.
Do you know what? I think that is so fair, because
that's like, far back.
No, I don't think so. Like, literally, my last relationship was in 2019. And, like, obviously, I'm always talking about relationships. That's, like, one of my favorite things to talk about with my friends.
Yeah.
And most people as well, like, 2018, 2019, 2020. Like, people these days are not in relationships. No. I feel like more of my I have like more friends that are single than friends who are actually in relationships. And do you feel like do you feel like there's a reason behind that? Or
I don't meet a lot of guys, and the guys that I do meet are not the type of guys that I'm trying to date 9 out of 10 times.
Right.
So like a lot of the guys, like here in Dublin, a lot of the guys that you meet, you're just like, I will humor you for the night. I will flirt with you. If you take that seriously, that's your own baby. It has nothing to do with me. But that's where it's gonna end.
Right.
That's where it's gonna end. And one thing I've realized, a lot of the black guys in Dublin, a lot of them are in relationships, and they don't like put it out there that they're in a relationship. And then they'll be out here talking to you. Meanwhile, they have someone that's practically like a wife to them. Some of them are even married. They'll be out here trying to talk to you, and it's just like, no thank you.
No thank you is right.
No thank you.
No thank you is actually right. It's funny how you say actually you will humor them. Where me, I've gotten to that stage where I'm just like, don't even dare. Don't speak to me. Like, and it's not. And the thing is, my mom always told me, Diamond, you need to be open.
Yeah, you need to be open.
You need to be so freaking open, and I understand that. And I feel like these days, oh my god, right, for me, I would never, or my dating history, or the people I normally go for would be like Yoruba guys that look a certain way, that I don't know, just more so, let's say Yoruba guys. But my mom was just like, you cannot like deep it. Yeah, you can't limit yourself. There's already. Yep. Not that many men in the world, and now you're now only focusing on your bruh. So my thing is, it's not a case of I'm not open. Like right now, like I said, like I am speaking to people who honestly, like, if I show you a picture of them, you'd be like, that's me being open. I'm actually like, okay, let me have a conversation first. I can't like, let's say, size you, look at you up and down and be like, yeah, no. Have a conversation. Have a conversation first, and then I'll see like what you are as a person. And I feel like these days I've been pleasantly surprised. So that's just that, by the way. I am really, really open. But like I said, and I feel like many people who live here will agree with me, like the caliber of men.
The dating pool here is infested.
It's not. Guys, it's really not great. And I feel like we're actually being like we're discouraging. No, I feel like we're discouraging people who plan to come here.
Just because we are in our situation,
doesn't mean
like they'll be in the same boat. Like, your path is your path, your life is your life. You want what you want. I don't know what you want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so if you decide to not move to a country because you think that the dating pool is not gonna be great, then that's your own. Yeah. That's your own problem.
Like this. Yeah, but
it's true though.
No. Honestly, yeah, you can. It depends if that's your goal for moving countries. Then fine. Yeah, don't move here if you're going to be like, oh yeah.
But who moves countries for dating?
I've heard people say that on YouTube. Like I've heard some girls say, oh, if I don't find what I'm looking for in terms of like I don't know, marriage, relationships, like I will move countries. Okay. But like.
like you can move to a different country, but your sole purpose for moving to a different country is just to date people. Just go on Hinge and do long distance dating before you decide to uproot your entire life.
Right. But sometimes I feel like because marriage and relationship is not like, let's say, the be it end all for us, right? So it's okay for us to say that. But I remember like this was like 2 years ago. I met a girl and I was just like, we're talking about life ambition, what we want for our lives and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, what do you want? Like, and she was like, she feels like her calling is to be a wife. To be a wife.
That's fair.
But that's fair, but that ain't for me.
That ain't for me. That's not my calling. There's more to life than just being a wife. Poets, hello.
But no, so I will understand if, okay, that's your sole reason. But if you're going to say, oh, I'm not going to move here because da-da-da, then I beg, please.
Rest.
Honestly.
Seriously.
So yeah, let's go back to being open. I feel like I am open, but like you said, and like I've always said, and I will continuously say this, the caliber of men here are just not great. No. So in saying that, where would you, since we both agree on that point, where do you go to like meet people? Like what's your...
I leave the country.
No, honestly.
I get on a flight.
No, honestly and truly, y'all be seeing those people who follow me, Sha. Like I don't feel like anybody here like knows me on YouTube, but
you don't know that.
Okay, cool. But if you know me and if you follow me on Insta, the amount of times you see me in London, best believe there's 1 or 2 days organized because I just, guys, no, honestly, as much as, independent black woman, well, are you an independent black woman, would you say?
I'm not independent.
Because I've been seeing that.
Very, very dependent. So if you come knocking on my door, just know independence is not inside this house.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
Well, right now, because these men are not doing what I need them to do, like, I have no choice. I'm an independent woman by default, right? And feminism and like, self-love, I still have that desire to be in a relationship, you guys. Like, it's actually something I would want. Mm-hmm. Like, we went out yesterday and I was just like, they were playing like slow music. It was like, it was like sexy. Like, you're just like feeling like yourself and whatnot. I was just like, damn, I actually like
a big boy
behind me. No, a big boy behind me. Like, and sometimes I'm just like, is this something I will ever get? And like, I just, guys, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, you desire, Misha, I desire those things. I crave those things.
Yeah.
And I just remind myself, right, okay, I need to remember where I am, but I need to, I need to remember where I am, but at the same time, like, I can actually get that. All I just need to do for myself is put myself out there.
Be more open.
Yeah.
You never know. You meet people who come into your life to introduce you to the people that you're actually meant to meet.
Preach.
So if you now close the doors
preach.
to meeting people simply because you just don't see yourself like getting anything out of that,
right?
Or like even just like the conversation is just not the type of conversations you want to engage in. Mm-hmm. You never know who that person knows. You never know how that might benefit you. And I think it's the whole thing of like why you should be open,
right? Because
you might be welcoming an angel into your life, and that angel might not be like your love angel, but like they might be a pathway to your love angel.
Right.
They might be a pathway to your next business venture. They might be a pathway to meeting your sisterhood, or the person who is pivotal in you moving to the next phase of your life. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or they might just be an idiot that wastes your time.
No,
like, you're never gonna know unless you are open and more like not approachable, but just like more open.
And let's just be open.
Like honestly, I honestly like you just, especially like for me, because I travel alone a lot. So now imagine if I'm like in another country all by myself. I don't really know the culture. I don't really know the place outside of what I've done research on. But like the research that you do is only gonna give you so much.
Right.
The people who are from there, those are the people who know the places you should be going to and all that stuff. Like my trip to Venice, a lot of the places I ended up going to was because I was speaking to locals
Why did you my eyebrows?
I'm not looking at you. Always think I'm looking at
Your eyes always go up and down. Okay, sorry. Continue. I'm like, I know this shit. This is nothing I can do with you. Sorry. Continue. Venice, locals, yes. Continue.
Yeah, like a lot of places I ended up going to was because I was speaking to locals and they were like, oh, do this, go to this place, try food at this place. I know like the tourists always go to this specific place, but where you should actually be going is there.
Right.
That kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
So like in that instance, being open helps so much because then you introduce yourself into a world of things and experiences that you wouldn't have had if you weren't open. And I'm speaking as someone who's literally like, don't talk to me. Like I literally don't talk to me. Like I was that type of person where I was like super closed off to just engaging with people who I had no desire to engage with. Like even now, I don't engage necessarily with everybody because you also have to like suss people out.
Period. Yeah.
So I don't necessarily engage with everybody, but my not being engageful isn't as like don't talk to me as it used to be.
Right.
Now it's just more cordial, but I was still just not engaged with you, but I'm like just more cordial.
Yeah. And I feel
know?
like it's fair. Like you need to. We're talking about this yesterday. You need to actually filter.
Yeah.
I feel like I've made. I don't know. I won't say mistakes. Nothing to me. Like right now, my mindset is nothing's a mistake. Exactly. Everything's like a learning curve, right? But let's say go back 2 years ago. I used to literally anybody that anyways, it's fine. I know.
Hey,
not even friend, like dating. Like I feel like friendships, like it's fine because you actually don't lose. Well, I don't know. It depends. Like that's a different argument. But I just feel like I used to be really, really like open to the level where anybody that asked me out on a date would be like I would afford them that opportunity. Like it's literally every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And to me, my mindset was like, I know. To me, my mindset was just like, you know, I'm open, you know, but no, like I feel like you need to filter. No, honestly, because you save yourself from so much bullshit. Like no cap. So right now, like I said, as much as I'm open, like I'm looking at people and I'm going back. I feel like everybody needs to have a list. I feel like that's another thing that actually helped me is having a list. It's not like unrealistic, like an unrealistic list, but something that you want, your non-negotiables, and like let's say even, I feel like physical appearance now is literally kind of like, let's say, second to the last on my list. Like, but when I speak to you, the way you speak, I'm gauging how you're interacting with other people. I'm gauging like, you know, like little things like, are you kind? Are you giving? Like, let's say if we went to an event now and like, I remember I went on a date and at the end of the date, like, you know, this guy was asking me, oh, how are you getting home? And I was just like, yeah, I'm going to take the train to da-da-da. He was like, oh, crap. He's like, I live really close there. I'm like, okay, there's me in my mind thinking,
oh, he's gonna
drop me home, right? At the end, this guy was just like, yeah, okay. It was like, you know, nice meeting you, whatever. And this guy left me on my own to get the train home. Mind you, I didn't even like the guy anyway. So, like, I was happy, like, I could actually be by myself because I spent the last, like, 3 hours with this man. But it's stuff, no, honestly, it's stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to, he wasn't a bad person. But for me, I need someone who, like, it's second nature for you to want to, let's say, I won't say offer to help, but for you to be, what's the word?
Be thoughtful, considerate.
Thoughtful, exactly. Be thoughtful, be considerate, because like...
He said I live close there. He didn't give me a lift.
My guy went this way to the car park. I went this way to catch my damn train. Guys, it's stuff like that. So for me, I have, like, and that guy, again, like I said, on paper, he was not my type. He really wasn't my type. But I was open. I gave this guy a chance because he seemed nice, I don't know, and stuff like that. So, but at the end of the day, like, I was just like, you've already cancelled out, like, one thing on my list, which is, like, somebody who's thoughtful. And I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I know 110% this is meant to be the honeymoon phase. Two months down the line, so you're going to say 1 year. 2 months down the line, by the time to come, I'm surprised he didn't get me flowers. Like, he showed you from the start that he wasn't that type of guy. So just leave it, guys. Filter. Honestly,
you cannot see a mango tree and shake it and expect oranges to fucking come down from that tree. I'm sorry.
No,
you can't.
No,
and then be mad at the tree for not giving you oranges. Bro,
No,
you
yeah,
knew
you
it was a mango
you
tree.
You knew.
Oh.
As babes, we psych ourselves. Like sometimes we lie to ourselves that
don't piss me
maybe
off.
he's
Don't piss me off.
No, guys, honestly, right? That narrative is boring now. That maybe he's just maybe guys, please. What is one lesson that Dublin guys have taught you? Like one lesson you forever remember?
I don't think I wouldn't say there's any lesson that they've taught me because I've literally not even given anyone a chance.
Really?
Yeah.
Even
I've never been out on a date with a guy that I've just met. All the dates that I've been on here are all like Hinge and Bumble dates, and they're all white men.
And that's okay. White men are good as well. So
my thing about the black guys here is that a lot of them are in relationships and they're not open about it. The ones that aren't in relationships are just not guys that I would date. And I haven't been in spaces with guys that I would date. I think also what threw the whole thing off was I moved here pandemic time, so I didn't meet people organically. A lot of the people I ended up meeting were online. So then people I met organically via them, I'm just like, they're not my type of guys.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You know, I haven't met my type of guy here the whole time I've lived here. And it's not like every single person, every day you walk down the street, you meet someone that's your type. That's not normal.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think there's anything like odd or abnormal about it. But like, the dating pool here is just not great in general, regardless of race. The dating pool is not great.
I feel like good guys are taken.
Yeah.
And even the ones that are taken are not
necessarily great either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, speaking from my last experience talking to a guy here. So
I'm saying nothing. For me, I dated only 2 men.
In your life?
No. Oh, yeah.
Wait, in your life?
Like, I've been in 2 relationships.
Okay.
Right, yeah, just 2 relationships. And for me, I would just say, I don't know, I feel like it's literally tying into what you said. Like, for me, do your research. Never, ever, ever. But I feel like you can't, it's inevitable in Dublin. Never go for the same, never go for guys in the same friendship group. Like, just don't do it. And nobody please ask me for a story time because... I beg.
I think you should give us a story time.
No, please. It's just, I would genuinely not advise in
why? You have to, sometimes you just have to go through the team to find the one that you actually really like. Because I've actually been in a situation where I met 2 guys and the one was more like upfront and more like he was more approaching towards me than the other one, but the other one was still like talking to me or whatever, like we got on. And so I went with the one that was more, you know, and I realized afterwards that I was like, oh fuck, I actually wish I'd went with the other one. Because that one was more actually my type of person.
Right. And did you pursue it? Did you actually?
No, he ended up ghosting me. So Jesus. I was just like, okay, that's fine.
Is it a trend for men to be ghosting girls these days? I just don't understand. Like, why do you think men can communicate?
I don't know. I think people are just not like emotionally mature.
Right.
And a lot more people need therapy than they really
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
Don't do it. But I just think people are just not emotionally mature. I feel like communication does more good than harm.
110%.
Because like I ghost people.
Sure.
With good reason. And I'm not talking about just like in a romantic sense. I mean like platonically as well, ghost people.
Right.
But a lot of the time, like I've communicated and people just don't want to listen. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, bye, yeah.
And I'll just ghost you. Like I'll wake up one morning and I'll just
block you everywhere. It's enough. Right. It really is enough.
But like I feel like with guys, a lot of the times they just don't want to be upfront. Like my last relationship, we broke up, but he was on some let's take a break But to him, we had broken up. But to me, it was like we were on a break because that's what he communicated on a break.
Right.
Do you get? So it's just
yeah. I feel like sometimes guys are like, please, do you men think you hurt my feelings if you say you don't want me? Like, that's actually, okay, I'm not trying to be cocky here, but that's one less man for me. That's me being honest. That's one less man for me to deal with.
Well, this one less person on the list.
No, honestly, one less phone call, one less freaking, I don't know what it is, but like just one less bad vibes. Like, and I don't, like, sometimes it's not even bad vibes. It's just like, thank you. At least you're not wasting my time. So I feel like more men should actually like, just be upfront. Like, it's really not, you're not the be and end all. Like, and last, at the end of the day, and that's why I tell people, last, you're going to marry one man. For people who are monogamous, like people who believe in a one man, one woman relationship, like, or one whatever, like one, like you're going to be with one person at the end of the day. So if you break my heart, that's literally you just helping, or you're fast tracking my journey. At least I know it's not you, and I don't have to waste my time with you.
Yeah.
But I feel like at the same time, men want to eat your cake and have it. Like,
yeah.
So that's why they'd
rather leave the door
open. So when they come
back
and they can give you some silly ass story. But like, my advice again, and I know no one asked me for advice. If a guy goes, shoot, please, I beg you in God's name, just don't go. I don't care what he says. Like, don't entertain it. Like, and that's me speaking to myself as well. Like, just don't freaking entertain it. He left for a reason. No, he literally left for a reason. And like, I'm actually in a situation
and didn't have the decency to tell you.
No, honestly and truly. And he knows like that he can take you for idiot. Like, that's why he's coming back to tell you some cock and freaking bull story. And it's funny because I'm actually in a situation like that where this man, I won't say he's necessarily ghosted me, but he's just, he comes and he goes. And I feel like he comes, every time he comes back, he's just trying to see like, do I still have access? And because I fancy the pants of this freaking man, yes. yes. And then he just does some BS, and I'm pissed off again. I'm just like, why do I keep letting this happen to myself? But I was scrolling on TikTok today, and I was just like, this is so apt. Someone's like, oh, don't give someone an opportunity to tell you they don't want you twice. Like, the first time was enough. The second time, child, don't let that happen. Like literally, one time is enough. Like, so I feel like that's me even taking my own freaking advice. So like, please, if a guy ghosts you, leave that nigga. Sorry, someone coming.
Yeah, listen, don't give someone the opportunity to make you feel
unwanted.
Yeah.
It's really not a nice feeling. And I know it's not nice when you get it from like someone you like or someone you see potential with, but like, no. And on the grand scheme of things, like in 10 years time, like, would you still be entertaining this person? Like, you'd be happily married, like, with living the life that you want. Like, so honestly, like, I feel like if you start to see things through those lenses, you actually just be like,
long-term perspective.
You just be like, no. But is dating still fun? I feel like these days we take dating really, really serious. I feel like it sucks the fun out of things. Like,
I like going on dates. I enjoy going on dates.
Same.
I just don't have the time right now to put in the effort that's required to go on dates, because I will go on the dating apps and I will match with a bunch of guys, chat to a bunch of guys, start making plans.
What dating apps do you use? Like Hinge and Bumble?
Currently Tinder and Hinge.
Okay.
What I don't like about Bumble is that I have to start the conversation.
That's not for me.
And that kind of like defeats the whole purpose, because that's why the app was created, to let the women start the conversation. The thing that I generally do when I go on dating apps is I will go on and I'll match with guys. But I don't speak to guys that don't speak to me first. And the reason I don't speak to guys that don't speak to me first is because that's kind of how I like
phase out.
That's how I suss guys out. If you as a guy, if you can't approach me on the app where it's not like you're seeing me in person, it's just an app. You know, if you can't make that little bit of effort to make the first move, then it tells me everything I need to know about you. 100%. I'm good. You're not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how I filter out guys on the dating apps. If you're not gonna make the first move, which is why I just don't use Bumble, because I'm just like, that goes against the way that I use the apps.
Right.
So if I'm using Bumble, it means I have to speak to a guy first for him to respond. And I'm just like, no, I'd rather a guy speak to me first, and then because if we've already matched, clearly there's some sort of mutual interest there already.
Yeah.
You know, but how interested are you?
Right.
For real.
Right.
Like, if you're not that interested, that's perfectly fine. Like, it's not everyone that's going to be like, you know, that interested in you. But if you're not interested enough to put in the effort, then it's cool. That just tells me everything.
Everything.
I can just move, because listen, I don't know you from a bar, so why am I catching feelings that you didn't send me a message first?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, we move, we push.
100%. I feel like that is literally something I can genuinely relate to. I feel like if you're the one, like, I feel like the way you start a relationship is, again, I may be wrong, and it's not like what I believe in. My mindset is not like, it's not the general consensus. Like, it's not like, oh, that's not how it is on paper. It's not Bible, right? So I feel like for me, and this is what I say to myself anyways, is that the way you start a relationship is how it's going to go. Like, I was on Hinge, and I seen someone that I was genuinely physically attracted to, like, from their profile and stuff like that, whatever. But I hate that thing that Hinge does, where there's this standout and, like, you only have one rose. But I'm like, yeah, all these men I want to give my roses to, but you know what? Cool.
I've never sent a rose on Hinge.
Have you?
Never.
I know, it's so embarrassing, but I do send, like, roses. I really do, because, like, if not, you miss the opportunity for you to match.
Oh, really?
Those people. Do you never go to that section, the standout section?
Nope.
What? That's where the fine men are.
Oh, really?
Yes, girl.
That makes sense.
Girl.
Makes sense.
That's where they are. So luckily for me, right, this guy put his Insta bio, which, again, usually that for me would be an ick. He put, like, his Insta bio on his freaking thing, right? And I just told my diamond, but you know, your own principle, my principle is let the guy make the move first. But I don't know if Hinge is showing him my profile, so let me just make this one move, this one time, I'll make an exception. So I add this guy, and you guys, when I say within, like, 10 minutes, he added me back. I was so chuffed. I was so freaking chuffed, guys. I was so happy. So I call my friend, I'm like, I found my husband. Oh my God, I'm so excited, whatever. She's like, damn, like, cause no, actually not even, I didn't call my friend. My friend was on the phone whilst I was, like, adding this guy, like, and, like, literally 10 minutes after he added me back, I was like, damn. And I regret this, what I'm about to tell you next. My friend was just like, send him a message. And I was just like, Angela, I don't do that. Like, it's not, he's seen my profile, he clearly likes me, so at least we've connected.
Let him
so
know
now you show me how interested.
Yes.
You're already interested, right?
Yes.
You're clearly physically attracted. You don't know me from anywhere, so you've seen my thing. You clearly like my profile, my pictures. Now make the next move. Angela's just like, oh, Diamond, like, no, you can't. Girl, me, I'm so sorry. Me, I'm that girl, and I know people do. I feel like maybe you would disagree with me. I don't make the first move. It's not for me. I will not approach a guy. Never, ever, ever.
And that's fine.
I cannot. I would die. I'm so scared of rejection. Rejection is not like, I need to go to therapy for that, but I have a fear of freaking rejection. So anyways, back to my story. So I'm just like, oh, fuck it, cool. I'm gonna, like, reply to the guy, like, I'm gonna send him a message. I say, hey, and he says, hey, how's your week going? I reply, I'm like, oh, not too bad, whatever. And I asked him a question back, and I was like, oh, and you? You guys, this message was sent 2 weeks ago. Has this guy replied me?
Yeah, they do that. That's the other thing that guys do. They do that, and then when they eventually do reply, they'll carry on the conversation as though nothing happened.
I'm no longer accepting that. Like, it's not, no.
And I think it's a tactic that they do, personally.
Really?
Yes.
Like, tactic how?
Because it's like, if I respond to you, somebody who I don't know, 2 weeks later, and you respond back and continue the conversation, that just shows them that you're a mug and they can play with you.
These are the things they should teach us in school. Schools need to have, like, a relationship subject course, please. No, honestly and truly.
Yeah.
And that's why that one guy, you know the guy, that's why he keeps coming to, he knows he can always come and give me disrespect, like premium disrespect. That's wild. Because each time he's told me some BS, I'll be like, yeah, no, like, I'm not interested. And then he'll come back, let's say 3 months after, sometimes even a year after, and he'll come and like message me again some nonsense, and I will end. You're right. So you're saying now moving forward, girls should just not like
if he's not putting in the effort, just let it go.
Right.
And sometimes it's not necessarily that they're playing a game, but I'm just like, this person is not intentional enough.
Right.
To put in the effort or to communicate, hey, things are really tough right now. I won't be as available as I was, you know, in the past, but just know that it's not because of anything that has to do with you. I'm just going through whatever. Like, just communicate.
Exactly. Especially when it's straight off the bat. Like if a guy cancels on me on the first date, no matter how amazing, attractive this man is, if you cancel on me like for our first date, that says all I need to know about you. I'm so sorry. Like, and the amount of times that like I can count on my finger to be honest, like let's say 3 or 4 times that has happened to me where like it's not a case of I'm getting ready or whatever. They usually do message me like the day before and you're like, oh sorry, no, I don't care. This is your one chance for you to prove yourself to me, or this is your first impression that will literally leave a lasting impression on my mind, and you now flick. I'm not your priority. I don't care. Like, and especially if you don't have like a valid enough reason. If it's something silly like, I don't know, if someone died, I understand, of course, no problem. But please, yes, that's me being honest. If someone died, okay, cool. But if you tell me, oh, you're so busy. I remember one guy said, oh, he has a boxing class that he needs to go to, so can he move? I said, that's fine. Just best believe.
Gym.
A gym. No, best believe it's not me you'll come and talk to again. And I feel like sometimes it's easy for you to do that with like guys that you don't like, but again, like I said, I'm in a mess. God forbid I'm not in a mess, but I'm leaving the mess as of when this video finishes. I'm leaving that mess. But right now,
you honestly have to just respect yourself.
I know you have to respect yourself. You have to respect yourself.
Because listen, that's the one amount of respect, or that's the one place you should always have respect from, is yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, other people will pick it up very quickly, and they will be treating you the way you treat yourself. So if you're not gonna respect yourself, honey, nobody else is gonna.
Period. Do you have like an age range? I said, because for me, I've been lying to myself for the longest time that if you're my age, forget it. If you're 1 year older, forget it. I'm 25, by the way, so I will consider someone who's 27, but very unlikely. You need to really prove yourself. But my thing is 30, from 30 to 35. Actually, I'm lying. 30 to 40. That's my age range. But I feel like maturity has nothing to do with age.
No.
Because these guys are proving themselves. Like I've dealt with 30-year-olds that are like, something is wrong up there. So I'm just like, should I be open to like my age range? Or
I think that you shouldn't cancel people out based on their age.
Like
based on their age.
Even younger?
Yeah, even younger. And this is just me speaking like from like relationships with people, because there was a point where I was just like, oh, you're under 25.
Bye.
Friends.
Oh, friends.
Yes.
Even friendship.
Yes. I do not want to be friends with people who are too young, because there's just going to be too much of a gap. But then when you actually get to know people, people's experiences are different.
Right.
People's intellectual capacity, people's emotional intelligence, and all that stuff is different. And like, you can't just say, you know, because of this person's age, now I'm judging you.
Why? Please.
Why? He said why?
Don't worry. When I spray my thing, it will come. But this thing, it says it's translucent. They lied. I'm using the cheapest thing. Shut up, Ubi. Please focus on this video. Nonsense.
Yeah, I just feel like you shouldn't put people off solely based on their age, because who knows? You might be a trusting babies. No, I'm kidding. But like, no, I just feel like get to know people, and then based on their values, based on the way that they think, the things that they say, the things that they're thinking about, what's their focus, does that align with you? If it doesn't, it doesn't. Keep it pushing. If it does, you know, give them a chance. And I feel like with relationships, there are different levels. Right. Not everyone has to be your close friend for you to be friends with them. Not every guy has to be your boyfriend for you to talk to him. Like, you can't have relationships with these people outside of it being like one specific thing. You know,
I hear that.
So that being said, I don't have an age range per se. I have an age range in terms of marriage. Like I wouldn't marry like an older man because I just think the power dynamics are always going to show the experience. Like when you're getting older, this person is already older, and now you're getting to a place that they were like at 30 years ago or something like that. You know.
Right.
So like I wouldn't marry an older guy, but like if an older guy asked me out on a date,
you're not gonna say no.
I wouldn't say no unless I really just wasn't attracted to you then.
Right.
Sorry.
I hear that. I really, really hear that.
Because I feel like the one thing that people tend to get wrong is to think that every single date should lead to a relationship.
Right. And that's why I asked you, like, should dating always be like intentional?
No, I think you should enjoy people. Enjoy people as much as you can, because there's always so much that you can take away from different people.
Right.
And if you're not like opening yourself up to interacting with these people, you're gonna miss out on these things. And I guess for some people they're like, miss out on what? I don't see it as missing out. But I'm just like, life is so short.
Right.
And there's so many things that you don't even know about. Like these things have never even touched your medulla oblongata, and you're not gonna know because
that was so funny.
You just don't speak to people who have different experiences.
Right. But there's so much you can learn. Let's say that so much you can learn, so much knowledge you can acquire from interacting with like other people. And again, to bring this back to obviously dating, like you're right. Like if I'm closed-minded and I'm saying, only these set of people, then honestly, you're genuinely limiting yourself. I still feel like I do want what I want. Like I'm still going to... my desire is still to be with a black man, like a Nigerian man even, maybe an Igbo man. That's me. But no, in saying that, guys, I'm trying, at least.
You're so open to other cultures, other races.
I am trying. I will entertain a date now, whereas 2 years ago I'll be like, yeah, no, like
what am I looking for?
What did you say to me? Like yeah, no. So I hear it. I actually genuinely hear it, but I don't think I will date someone who's younger.
I don't think I'll date someone who's younger either, personally.
I cannot.
But I'm just saying that people shouldn't close it off.
Right.
I just wouldn't, because I'm not the most patient person, and I can tell someone's maturity level very quickly. Just the things that you're talking about, the things that you are, you know, the things that you find interesting. I'm just like, this is very boring to me. So why am I putting myself in this situation? Where I literally do not have to be in this situation. I do not have to make you feel like you're a boring person. Because you might be boring to me, but you're not boring to everybody. So I don't want you to think that because of me, you're a boring person. Like, it's just because I'm not meant to be hanging out with you like that. And then now I'm like ruining your spirit and your self-esteem because we're not aligned. We're not compatible. So I would just rather not. Because I don't ever want to make someone feel
honestly
not good about themselves.
It's literally, it's okay to let go. I think that's something I need to remind myself. It's okay to let go. And you too, like if you feel like someone's making you feel some type of way, go. Like you'll be appreciated somewhere else.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. 1 and 2, you will genuinely be appreciated somewhere else. Like honestly, what does the future of dating look like for you? So what next? Like what's
honestly,
what's gonna happen
right now?
Don't tell me you're focusing on you. I'll literally push you off the chair.
I can't even lie.
No, stop.
I can't even lie.
Say that, Ubi.
My thing is, I'm always open when it comes to going on a date, when it comes to meeting guys and stuff like that, as long as I feel like it's not going to be a waste of my time. And something isn't necessarily a waste of your time just because it doesn't end up in a relationship. You know?
Right.
I'm not gonna go out on a date with a guy who I can see that there's not gonna be anything for us to talk about. It's just gonna be like the weather, you know, COVID vaccine. Like I just no, boring.
Like I'd be so you're saying you'd be happy to go on a date as far as like you're being like, and you being entertained is enough for you.
Yeah,
like,
of course,
right,
of course. It's like we go out, we talk, we enjoy each other's company, we have a good time. We go home.
Right, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Right.
It doesn't have to be like, oh my gosh, romance. Oh my gosh, like it doesn't have to be like a big deal.
Right.
You can go on a date with someone, not feel like this is someone you're gonna ever see again in your life, but have enjoyed it.
Right. I think that's one of the best advice I got last year. It's just like, enjoy Diamond, literally like,
just enjoy people, enjoy things, enjoy situations.
No, honestly,
as best as you possibly can.
Right.
Some things will show you shege.
And me, I don't want to see shege.
I do not want to see shege.
I've seen enough shege. Scary. Are you still? Why would you post
scare?
Why would you do it at the same time as me so people can see my own is mixed?
Don't piss me off.
How do you use the one that's full?
Don't piss me off. Just in summary, I think the biggest thing with dating is to be open. If you are younger, I would say don't waste your time with older guys because their intentions for approaching you is never good. But once you are like 25 upwards, then if you are open to it, then you can explore like older people, whatever, but not necessarily, you know, to be in a relationship, but just to enjoy people. Enjoy people. That's it. Enjoy people. Be open and enjoy people. That's me.
I like that. Whilst you're dating, have fun, yes. Have boundaries, and yeah, just enjoy yourself, honestly and truly. I think that's it for me.
Alrighty, guys, that is it from us. We talked.
No, we talked.
And we got ready, and we look cute. Hello.
You think? Do I look cute?
I think I look cute.
Looking for reassurance, this UV girl. Don't worry, guys. I promise you, she likes me.
I think you're so beautiful.
Thank you, babe.
Let's just use this. Thank you.
And you guys, you think, see, why bother me and she's helping me? Don't make me kiss you.
Just kiss you.
You scream. I hate you. Clean me, John. Clean it, man. Thank you. Give me.
Oh my gosh! I'm screaming. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see Diamond back on my channel, you don't.
You do. Please let her know or let me know because I don't know if she'll tell me.
Like subscribe to her channel, follow her on Instagram, follow her on TikTok. It's good vibes over there. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Diamond's channel, subscribe to mine, and we'll catch you guys in another video. We'll definitely do a video together again.
Yeah,
probably vlog.
Yeah, vlog would be really cute.
Yeah,
cool stuff.
Alright guys. Love you. Bye.
Like, I wish we made it more specific, like what I've learned in my 20s.
I'm not in my 20s.
Oh. Sorry, you just look that good, girl. I be forgetting. Try. No, stop it. That will forever be baffling to me. You're so youthful. Even though you're only 30.
I'm not 30.
Look,
I believe people should present themselves how they want to be presented.
What does that even mean, Ubi? Please, don't start.
That's how you want to be seen. That's how you want to be seen. And you're comfortable with that. What's my business? What's my own?
People always say I'm beautiful though.
But you are.
So what? So does that not mean my makeup is? No, stop it. I need to stop doing freaking eyelash extensions.
Why?
So my eyelashes can look like that.
You think it's a lack of eyelash extensions?
Shut up. No, can you actually stop? I don't want to smile. Give me smile creases. No, you don't put me on this. Need the same umbrella as
I get what you mean.
Period.
Yeah. And I'll look for Shigo.
No. Now, let's just focus on this aesthetic. Not Shigo, please and thank you.